I-10. Anyway, but we're headed up, well, obviously, Baton Rouge. I don't know why it's doing that on focus. Cruising though, we're coming to the bridge right now. I got the Merlin Bannock fixing to come by on the one whistle. Get over a little bit, give him some room. Kinda neat. That's pretty neat stuff. I really, I get a kick out of it, actually. And the Merlin Bannock, I don't know how good I'll be able to see him, but he's got that boat's a unique look. It's an real old style vessel, and it's just the lines on it and stuff are kind of neat. Windows a little dirty, but they get them good clean no more.
Well, that's bunker Johnson, we appreciate it.
But yeah, I got a Merlin Bannock coming down, and I'm headed up towards the upper bridge, Capitol building, all right there. Kind of neat. was that E. Bronson right there. Yeah, that's my buddy's boat. That E. Bronson Ingram. Capt Mark Heavensberger. I've talked about him before. Me and him was, we grew up next door neighbors, Southwest Oklahoma. I lived on Park Road, he lived on Ohio, right across the alley. Literally right across the alley, like, yeah. Yeah, me and Mark grew up running around with on the same block of kids. They're fellas. We all ran together. And man, me and him been getting in trouble together since the '70s. I don't know. I guess actually when I remember Mark, I was probably around third to fourth grade, around third, fourth grade, fifth grade, around in there, and then from there growing on up, we've known each other forever. I've mentioned it before too. He the last job he had before he came work on the river was driving a combine for a custom harvest crew, and it was a custom harvest crew that it was Keith Albright, the custom harvest crew that cut my family's beef farm wheat, and he was driving one of their big new internationals that had one of those Mac Dawn headers on it, and he hit a pipe sticking up out of the ground or something. It was where an old gas well was. That sound like damn. Anyway, he got fired. He got fired on. He was working for a guy. He wasn't working for my family, but he was working for a guy that was working for my family, and it was on our family farm, one of the places where he was cutting wheat. And I'm pretty sure that's his story. He got fired from there, and he got hold of Quint Harris. And knew Quint was working on the river. He got hold of Neil Mabey, Quint's wife, I think, and asked about a job on the river. And I remember him saying, or somebody saying, he was either the Army or the river, because he tried college and college didn't work for him. And yeah, so he came and worked on the river. And I think he started on the Orleanian and them boats. He was working for B&H when he started out. And then when Dave Dewey got the B&H boats, WKN, when he started operating them, Mark was one of the guys that came over with the boats to WKN. And yeah, I think he got his pilot's license with Buck, though. I think he was running pilot, I think, at that point, working up on the Illinois River, primarily the Orleanian, I think. But Mark rode the low, so he'd ride about any boat you put him on. And yeah. And then I worked. He used to park his pickup in my front yard, and when I lived in Paducah, it was a crew dispatcher. He'd go catch a boat, and he'd park his boat there, park his pickup in my front yard. He didn't want to park it at the office. Anyway, me and Capt Mark Heavensberger been knowing each other for a long time, man. That's one good fella right there. That's one good fella. Me and him have, yeah, man, we've been through some crazy stuff. He had broke legs from a motorcycle accident, and we were out water skiing in my boat one time at the lake, and one of our buddies about drowned. He jumped in the water to relieve himself, and I don't remember what happened. I think he was trying to swim underneath the boat, hit his head or something. But long and the short, he about died. Me and Mark, Mark had his broke leg, so he couldn't do much. He was in the boat, but I got the guy over to the edge of the boat. Me and Mark lifted him up threw him in the boat and threw him face down across the seats, and then just water come running out of his lungs, and he coughed, and he was all right. Anyway, a little bit of story about that fella, about Captain Mark. Yeah, man, that's my buddy, man. We've been through some crazy stuff together. We've been through some crazy stuff together. It's been a while since I've seen him, man. We went out to eat, it's been a few months back. We were both home at the same time. He lives in the city area. He's on the opposite side of Oklahoma City that I live on. I live on over on the east side, he's west side. But still my buddy, man. Still my buddy. Capt Mark Havensburg on the E. Ronson. He's been around that E. Ronson for quite a while now. He rode pilot on it when he went over there, and I think he might trip around different boats, but for the most part, that's the boat that he rides. Capitol Building. I tried, y'all. Anyway, that's what we're doing. I was gonna get that Merlin man when he went by. I guess I was too busy jabbing my jaw instead of seeing him. But yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.